the top down, top down. Regular prime and Angus.
Have this top here. Hi beauties, happy Thursday. Welcome back to another vlog. So it's Thursday evening and I'm headed out to dinner with a friend, and I wanted to share with you guys my outfit, fragrance, and everything before I head out to dinner. We're going to Crew. I've only gone there once. It was like fall, but we only went for brunch. So it's been a while since I've gone. Okay, don't mind the laundry on the bed, but I am wearing these jeans that I picked up from H&M. They're straight leg jeans. Really love these because I'm 5 feet and I feel like they're kind of the perfect height. They're not too long and they fit really good. I paired it with this corset top from Amazon that I picked up. I have my Gucci belt on, this old H&M white blazer, and then I have this old Zara bag, and on my feet I have these Coach sandals that I featured in my Coach collection video. So this is the outfit. Really simple, just kind of like some jeans, a fitted top, and a blazer. I also just put a little bit of a red lip today, just because of all the cream and white. Figured red would be nice. My jewelry is kind of my basic go-to jewelry that I wear all the time. And for fragrance today, I had put the Nest body fragrance oil on like my chest, my arms, all around my neck, a little bit on my hair. And fragrance today is the By the Fireplace by Maison Francis. No, this is actually by Maison Margiela, the replica line. I haven't worn this in a while. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And it actually kind of feels like fall winter. I feel like that fragrance is perfect just because of how warm it feels, and it's just, I love the aroma of like the burning wood, and I think mixing that with the orange is a nice combination. So that's a fit. I'm head out.
That looks so good because mine does not fit like that at all. I'll have to send you a picture of what mine looked like. Mine only looked good on the picture, but for real, it did not look like that. This girl took a photo of me whenever I had that top on. Girl, my whole boob was outside of the top. And I was about to post it on my stories, and I was like, what is that? And I had to zoom in. I'm like, that's my boob, like out the side of the top. And my mom was cracking up. Let me send you the photo. Hello?
Hey, I'm driving, but girl, no, my boobs are hanging out too. My whole, whatever the hell it's called, was hanging out too.
Girl, wait a minute. Because I was, when I saw it, I was like, wait a minute, no, that can't be it.
Yeah, no, my whole little business is out, so I have to pull it up.
Underneath, girl, it was underneath. I was like, Yasmin, what were you even thinking? Like, you didn't feel the air hitting you?
Maybe not, because this whole thing has air flowing all over it.
So what size did you get?
I think I got an extra small.
Okay, I think I bought mine too big, and that's why I wouldn't stay. It needed to be more fitted.
Oh, okay, so I think I'm gonna try a small, because I have big boobs, but like my waist is small.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I like put it on. My boyfriend's like, where do you think you're going? I was like, out. He was like, what is this top situation? I was like, what you mean? What is this top situation?
It's a cute top.
That's such
no,
a
it's
cute.
70 degrees here. Good, you see it?
I hate to laugh.
I was like, you didn't feel that? I'm like, no.
Like, I hate to laugh, but how do you not feel your boob? Like, no.
No, I don't know. I have no idea.
Take up some space. Oh, you don't sleep on me. I just can't remember it all. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm doing me.
Did you just walk in? Just walk in?
Yeah.
How are you?
Good.
That's my tripod. I think I want margarita pizza.
Oh, the Murray, that's my favorite.
I haven't had that pizza in a while.
It's so good over here.
So I think I'm gonna enjoy that.
I don't know why there is. I'm trying to like explore whites more,
Really?
but it's kind of annoying because like, why do they have like 3? You know, like I want like different kind of white.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want 3 shards of beans.
I'm the same way.
Okay.
I'm trying to explore more bread
Okay.
because I love white wine.
Yeah.
First, happy birthday, happy belated birthday. Haven't seen you since
January
then.
was just so crazy. That other rotation I was on,
Yeah.
I was just like barely just like I was like
Making it.
surviving.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it's over though. So
1 more month closer to being done.
yes.
Actually, almost 1.5 now because February's almost done.
Yeah, because I finished like end of June. So what is that? So like March,
April, May.
so
Yeah.
4.5 months.
Yeah.
I'm like not ready. I'm
Yeah.
scared. Like
It gives
and
me
it's just gonna be me making the decision.
I know now at least you can like rely on what the attending physicians. Is that what they're
Yeah,
called?
exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's something I don't know anything. I'm like, well, it's here. You know, like you're the supervising attending. So yeah, so but it's exciting. I'm ready to
I know. It is pretty out here though. Hi beauties, happy Friday, TGIF. So I am headed out, I'm about to head out again. I've been catching up with my friends, it seems like, since I got back from Miami. So I'm gonna do a quick little outfit of the day, outfit of the evening before I leave. Side note, I tried to do a extra like lining of my lips just to kind of outline them a little bit more. I'm kind of feeling it. I don't know, because I have like, I'm wearing all black apart from my jacket. So I wanted like a somewhat bold lip, but not too bold. Yeah, still haven't done the laundry from the other day. But I have on this Zara blazer on right now. And actually my entire fit is Zara. I'm going to take this off so you guys can see. But this is the blazer that I'll be wearing because it's actually pretty cold in Houston today. It's like 40 degrees. But let me just take it off so you guys can see what's underneath. Okay, so underneath I have this top here. This is an embroidered top. I featured this in a haul. I got it a long time ago. And I wore it recently in my Coach video. And I got a lot of questions about it. So this is it here. I paired it with this. This is a skirt from Zara. I have on my Arizas from Christian Louboutin, my Coach bag, and then for fragrance today, I mixed, I put a little bit of the Turkish, the Nest Turkish Rose perfume oil. Then I layered tons of By the Fireplace and a little bit of Baccarat Rouge. So that's a fragrance combo, these 3 right here. But yeah, my battery's gonna die. So this is a fit. I'll see you guys at my destination. sure my outfit feels like I'm proud of my outfit today.
My bones are too old for this. Like,
Hey guys, so Najal and I are going to Crew after we just went to have dinner.
yes.
It's freezing, number one. And I was just thinking, like, this reminds me of when I was in my 20s in Boston.
When you go that way.
And I can't do this anymore. Because these cobblestones with my Christian Louboutins
And we're both
from the north.
Yeah, we're both from the north, both from cold states.
But we're too
And we
used
can barely handle this little 40 degrees.
because we're too used to the 80 degrees and the humidity.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad I brought a jacket though, because I'm wearing this little sheer thing. Ooh, I'd be freezing my butt. But yeah, I'm gonna soak my feet tomorrow because
Yes.
I'm not gonna be able to feel it.
I be forgetting it's winter.
I know.
Like, I be forgetting it's literally
people have snow.
Yes.
What is that?
So I'm like, maybe I should not complain about a little wind.
Right?
A little secret garden spot.
Oh,
With
inside.
like a bunch of little vendors.
I didn't even realize that. Okay. Oh, because I remember my first time in downtown. I remember this sign right here. Houston is inspired.
Yeah.
Grades of beef that we have on her. Wagyu, prime, and Angus from the top down, top down. Wagyu, prime, and Angus, all prepared medium for you today. Okay. Excuse me. Too much sweet risotto. And the side. Enjoy it. All right, bon appetit.
Thank you. Or I should say merci.
How does everything look for you?
And so far it looks good.
and see what I'm talking about. Okay.
Together.
Yeah, this is it. That's the low. That's the low. That's not even way low.
Oh my god, that looks so good though. Oh, I see.
Last minute was good.
Yeah, I think I really like the last one. I mean, I haven't tried the middle one, but the last one to me, like, I don't know if it had more sauce on it or what, but there was something about it that I really liked.
See why y'all can't miss.
I'm glad y'all enjoying everything. I'm gonna head up right out early, okay? Hey guys, happy Tuesday. So today's Tuesday. Oh my gosh, I have not seen myself without lashes in so long. I look so different. I look like that, I spilled something on this. Oh my gosh, it's crazy how distracted I get. It's not even funny. But I think there's a new filter on TikTok that makes you look younger, and I feel like this makes me look younger. I'm also using my Canon today because I don't want to be bothered with carrying my ZV-1 because I started putting the wide angle adapter on here and it just makes it so bulky compared to the Canon, because typically it'd be like right here, which is kind of the same size as a Canon. But I don't know, I've just been really loving the Canon lately. Because it's much more compact. I like the fact that it has a flash in here. I could take a picture at night. It takes great pictures. I've been loving my pictures that I've been taking from here. And I kind of really like the fact that the screen flips up. It's like less in the way when you're like vlogging, because I feel like this looks so much bigger. And I don't know what I did differently to this camera, because I have been trying to learn how to like set the settings or whatever, and I've just been getting really into like filmmaking, cinematography, video, all that stuff. Like I think I was probably a filmmaker in my last life because I've just been enjoying it and I'm learning so much. But I have been playing around and I learned some stuff, and I set the picture profile on the Canon, so I just really love how it looks. Yeah, I think I did a really great job, and yeah, I am happy. So I'm gonna keep testing out the Canon to see. And the other reason why is because my bigger camera is a Canon camera, and I will record on there sometimes, and I find that the picture quality is so different on a Canon versus a Sony, just because they're different like makers. But I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna get my lashes done, then I'm gonna come back, make dinner. Tonight I'm making shrimp scampi. I'm excited because I've been craving that. And yeah, so I'm gonna catch up with you guys later. I did get some more stuff from Amazon. I don't know, like I'm just been getting a lot of things lately. So I did pick up these sunglasses, but I feel like they're too big for my face. Let me put you guys right here while I put these on. I have this headband on. I just got it recently from Amazon as well. So when I work out, so my hair can stay in place. But I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like they're way too big. And also, yeah, it's way too big and it doesn't sit right on my face. So these are probably gonna end up going back. But let me bring these back here. Cover my ears. Oh, I forgot to put jewelry on today. But it's gonna have to do. Oh, and then the other reason why I really prefer using the Canon is because the battery life on here is amazing. I recorded a time lapse and the battery was still full. And then I tried to do, the reason why I did it on the Canon is because I tried to do it on the Sony. I kid you not, after 10 minutes, the camera died. But with this, with the Sony, the camera died. But with the Canon, it was on for like 30 minutes until I turned it, not 30, I think it was like 25 until I turned it off. But yeah, all right, I'm rambling too much. I'ma go. So young without lashes.
When did you take your lashes out? I feel like I just saw you.
I know. I did that thing again. But I think it always happens when they get long.
That's something I would have taken to the grave anyway.
I would have never. And then like the thing is, people don't realize you can screenshot that stuff and it lives forever.
It's gonna suck a little bit. One on the right? On the left.
Okay. I think I'm good. Oh, actually, it's just this corner right here.
Yep, nothing stuck.
Oh, okay. I am home and I am gonna make dinner, but I just picked up a package from Mango that was delivered because I picked up a few things lately. And I'm like nervous because this box was delivered open. And I think because of like coming through the airport and everything, because it's coming from the UK, I believe that's where Mango is from. Because I see the IAH tag letting me know that it went through customs. So I hope nothing is missing. But this box was delivered like this, like half open and everything. Like literally it was just like this. So I'm gonna go through this and see. You open that wine, right? Okay.
guys, happy Wednesday. So it's Wednesday after work and I have a few errands to run. First one is I need to put gas in my car. I need to pick up dry cleaning, and then I'm gonna go get my nails done because I'm trying this new car mount. I don't know if it's working. Because let me just move this real quick. Ooh. So much complicated than I thought. Okay. So I'm getting my nails done because I really want a French manicure, and I did my nails at home last time. This is what they're looking like right now, but I can't do a French manicure. I mean, I could if I tried maybe, but I could most definitely do a French pedicure, but not a manicure. I tried it once a long time ago and it just didn't come out how I wanted it to, so I'm gonna go do that. And I'm debating whether or not if I want to do just a classic gel manicure, because that's what I have right now, or if I want to do dip and add tips, because I really miss the almond shape. But I keep telling myself, girl, this is how you're gonna grow your nails back, because every time I get dip or any type of extensions, I feel like they file my nails so much that it becomes weak. Like, it's so weak right now, any little thing it breaks. So I think I might end up just only getting gel until my nails grow back to the desired length that I want. Then I can do the shape that I typically like to get. But I think I did a pretty decent job. I mean, granted, I have been washing my hands. I've been washing my hands a lot and washing dishes. So next time, for sure, I'm gonna have to wear gloves. So I'll get the nails done. I'm also gonna do a pedicure as well because I want French on my toes. I was debating whether or not I really don't actually need a pedicure, to be honest. I really just need them to change the polish and maybe clean up the cuticles a little bit, because I've been doing that at home and I feel like my feet are fine. Like, I've been like scrubbing my feet at home like all the time. But yeah, we'll see. But let me put some gas in this car because it's been yelling at me. Okay. What? Oh, I didn't fill my tank. That's why. I'm like, why does it say I only have like 290 miles? It's because I didn't fill my tank all the way up. Shit. Okay, that's better. For some reason, the nozzle got stuck and it was saying my car was full of gas, but it's not. So I went back and the nozzle got stuck again, and I was like, it got stuck, but like gas was still flowing in my car, and I was like, okay. I think I'm just gonna leave it as is and maybe go to another pump. But I just got back in the car and it says 355, which is the typical range when I fill my tank, so I'm gonna trust that it's 100% full because I don't want no issues. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I have the ticket for this dry cleaning, but I hope I do. Like an angled brush, and I'm just going to take my Fenty concealer. This is in the shade 385. Where's it? No, 370, because my Fenty shade is 385 and I like 370 because it's a little bit brighter. I feel like the camera settings have changed, so if it looks different, that's what happened. I had to turn off the camera because the battery died, and I think it reverted back to my other settings. I have like 3 different settings on this camera, so I think it reverted back, but I'm not mad at it. I think this is not a bad setting.
So while I'm getting ready, I actually wanted to talk about 3 things. Actually, it might be a little bit more than 3, but I'm approaching 3 years since I've been doing content creation, vlogging, YouTube, etc. And I feel like there's a few things I've learned along the way, and I wanted to share them with you. So first thing I learned is that when you're creating content, you're putting yourself on the internet, you really have to know who you are. You really have to be sure of yourself, what you like, what you don't like, what are your hobbies, because I think it's pretty obvious when you are not showing up as yourself and you're not showing up authentically. So I definitely learned that you have to take time to figure out who you are. And I think it's okay if you don't really know who you are while you're kind of like in the process of creating content, because I do think it still helps you, but it helps you figure out who you are. But at the end of the day, you really have to know who you are, because I think no matter what, we still are human, and so we can be inspired by other people, and that's not really, and like if we take those inspirations and adapt them to ourselves and we take too much of it, we can kind of lose track of who we are. So you really got to know who you are when you're in this space. That was one thing I learned. I feel like I learned that pretty early on, because when I started thinking about like, what am I going to post? Why am I posting it? It was more a lot of like self-reflection and getting to know who I am, why I'm creating what I'm creating. And I definitely think that is something that's important. The next thing I learned is that you have to create more than you consume. Because if you consume too much content, I feel like after a while you start imitating what you see, and it's not always authentic to yourself. So you really have to create like a lot more than what you consume. I think there's, I don't know if it's like a psychology thing or what, but it's the saying that for every negative, you need 7 positive things. So I kind of feel like you need to apply that to your content creation journey. For every one piece of content you consume, maybe you should probably create 7 of your own, just to make sure that you're staying to yourself and you're still in your creative zone, and you're not taking too much inspiration from others, because I think that's very important. And I would even say that if you are going to consume something that is going to help you elevate your content. So like for me, for instance, I love vlogging on YouTube. I love creating videos, and I come to realize that I love making cinematic film-like videos. That's something I really enjoy. So when I am going to consume content lately, I've been consuming content that, you know, it's creative, it's more cinematic, and it's not necessarily from people who I feel like create the same kind of content like I do. Because I think that's important. I think that does help you see a different perspective on things. And it kind of goes back to the first thing I was saying about how you have to know who you are. And I feel like when you consume content that looks very similar to your style, then you start taking some of that inspiration, and then it like dilutes you and your style of content. So I try to consume content that's going to help me, whether it's educational or maybe it's just, you know, content that's just content that will help me master my craft. And I can try to consume from creators who don't necessarily do what I do. Like there's a few like guys, and actually there's a few guys and women who live in like the most random, not random, but they live in other places like Europe, Asia. Our lifestyles are not the same at all. But I find that watching their content and seeing their like editing styles and their creativity, and some of them are actually filmmakers and entrepreneurs and freelancers, so they actually have a teaching aspect in their videos, and I think that's the kind of content I like to consume. I still consume like content that looks like mine, of course, but I just try to balance it out so I'm not always consuming the same type of content all the time, and so that I'm always staying true to myself at the same time. So that's the other thing I learned. And I would even say, honestly, if you are in a creative rut, what you could do is just not consume any content for, I don't know, a period of time until you feel creative. Because I did that early on last year, at the beginning of the year. I didn't go on social media for maybe like a month. Well, at the time I didn't feel like TikTok was a social media because I didn't post on TikTok really. It was just like another platform that I had. So I only used YouTube and TikTok every now and then. And I just didn't consume any content that was similar to mine or any content like that. I just watched like podcasts and like educational stuff. And I kind of just was creating only when I felt like creating, and only stuff that was just fun for me. And I actually ended up creating a reel that went viral. It was just me at home cooking a steak dinner, which is something that I typically do. I love cooking. I cook a lot on my YouTube channel, and it did really well, and I was so proud of that. I was so excited about it, and it was just me cooking, and I enjoyed that. So I think it's good if you're in this creative rut to not consume content and just naturally just let yourself create whatever you create, and you'll be surprised and amazed about how many good ideas you come up with, because I've been in that zone lately, and it's because I have just been focused on, you know, work, my 9 to 5, and just consuming less, and I felt more creative than I have in a long time. So that's another thing that I learned. The other thing that I learned is to what was the other thing that I learned? I mean, there's so much. I like wrote it down, but I don't remember. What's the other thing that I want to talk about? The other thing I have learned is to not chase virality or trends. And if you are gonna hop on a trend, only do it if it makes sense for your niche. And I say niche only because like, or maybe I should say your interests, for what you're interested in. Because I think that if you're always chasing trends, it becomes this like hamster wheel of creating the next thing. And it's like trends come and go so quickly that you would have to just non-stop always be like creating and like hopping on the next thing and hopping on the next thing, hopping on the, it's like this endless circle. So I say don't chase trends or virality. Just create what you feel like you can create all the time. Like my biggest fear is to hop on a trend that has nothing to do with what I'm interested in, and it blows up and people want to see more of that from me, and that's not what I'm interested in. So I say do not hop on trends, but do it when it makes sense for you. Because I think like trending audio is one thing, but like actual trends, I say don't do it. And then also for trending audio, I say try to mix it up, you know, use it when it makes sense. Like I feel like at one point it seems like everything I would see are just like the same type of trend, even the same like text and font and like even like caption within the video, and it'd be like the same thing but just different faces. So I'd say if you're gonna like try to use trending audio, make it your own. Like one of them that I used was the Another One Thank You audio, but I used it for fashion and sets, and I really love matching sets. And so every time I see a set, I'm like, okay, another one, thank you, because I want to get it. So that's how I made it my own, because if that goes viral, that's fine, because I could do plenty more content like that, because that's something I'm interested in. And I use the audio to make where it makes sense for me. I am packing on a lot of the Laura Mercier Ultra Blur powder because I am an oily girl. I know that sounds so weird, but I have oily skin, so this right here has been a game changer. And then I feel like there was more that I wanted to talk about, but I seem to not remember. I have this habit of like, when I lay down to go to bed, I have 1,000,001 ideas, content ideas, and I've been trying to write them down because when I wake up in the morning, I do not remember them. So let me see, I know I wrote some of it down. Oh, okay, so this is the last thing that I wanted to talk about, and it's to just start. If you want to create content and you want to do social media or YouTube or blogging, whatever that may be, just start. It's actually funny because I wanted to start my own blog, and for the longest time I kept thinking about it and I never did it. And I was writing my first entry, didn't know what to write about, didn't know what to say, and finally I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna talk about starting. And it was a whole article about not waiting until the perfect time, not waiting for the perfect moment, and if you want to do something, just start, you know? And I think I like quoted Nike, and I was like, just do it, because you can't wait for the perfect time, you can't wait for perfection. You're gonna improve over time. Your first couple videos, your first couple content, blog posts, they're not gonna be the best, and that's okay, because we're gonna learn, evolve, and grow. We're gonna get better, so just do it. You know? So that was something I want to say, because I actually wanted to start a YouTube channel when I was in college, because I used to get a lot of questions about like fashion and style and what I was wearing, and especially when I graduated college and I had my first corporate job. Every single day that office was my runway, and I used to get a lot of questions because back in the day I used to post my outfit of the days on Snapchat, and people were like, oh my god, can you do like a YouTube channel, or can you like show us, or X whatever. But I was like, no, like, you know, maybe I'll do it someday, and maybe whatever. And I never actually started until the pandemic kind of made me realize that this is something I'm truly interested in, so I'm gonna do it. And so my tip for y'all, you want to do it, just start, okay? So those are some things I learned as a content creator in these last 3 years. I'm sure there's plenty more that I've learned, but these are some things that were just on my mind. Packing on a lot of bronzer. I love using this bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. I think I have the shade medium, and I feel like it's not as deep as I would like. So sometimes, but it works for me in the winter time. I just know in the summertime it's not going to be as deep, because I do tan a little bit in the summertime. And I tried the deep, however the deep was very red, and I have a kind of like I'm more on the neutral undertone side, and I felt like it just didn't go with me. So sometimes what I'll use is a Fenty Beauty in Caramel Cutie. Whoa, that was so weird. The camera just changed my face, but let me pause and I'll come back. I love this brush from Tarte. It's the Party. All right, my favorite highlighter at the moment is from Haus Labs by Lady Gaga. It's this beautiful champagne color here. Taking the Sephora lip stain. This is in 76. Really love using this so much. Going in with the Juvia's Place. This is in the bronzed sugar. And I like my lips extra glossy, so I have a little bit of fussy. I definitely need to get a new one of these. I have like 4 beauty marks on my face that tend to come be a little bit washed out, so I'm gonna just add them back in. I have one right here that I like to add back in. I also have one down here that I like to add back in. And then I have 2. But this one, typically you can see it because it's bigger. So I just only like to fill this one in right here. Because it looks kind of grayish. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes I will add in the other one. Maybe I'll do it today. Yeah, there we go. I just always find that it looks like too drawn out to have, yeah. So I have both of them, so I only do this one right here. And I typically leave that one alone, but since I already did it, it is what it is. And lately I've just been adding some strokes going upwards and kind of following the shape of my brows, and not so much shading, but just adding in like light strokes, because I find that it looks more natural that way, and it kind of, you know, helps to define the microblading strokes that I got put in. I didn't do any eyeshadow today or anything on my lid. Sometimes I like that look, but I do want to just take a little bit of the bronzer. This brush has some reddish in there, so that's fine. But I'm just going to add a little bit of bronzer, just evenly across like that. Nothing, not too much, just a little bit. And then I'm going to brush out my lashes. I need to get a refill. And I think this time when I get a refill, I'm going to have them be a little bit more fuller, because I've been enjoying the full lash extensions look. I get a couple questions about my lash extensions, so I get 11s. Those are the longest that I get, and I believe my lash tech, she does a combination of 9, 10s, and 11s, and I don't think I get any particular shape. I do try to, I do ask her to do a little bit more of a cat eye. So I know the 11s are typically on the outside. So that's kind of my lashes. I would get them longer, but because I wear glasses, they always tend to hit the glasses, and I don't like that. So I just stick with the 11s. I feel like they're perfect for me as well, because I have small eyes, and I feel like anything too long tends to weigh down my eyes and make them look even smaller than they are. So I typically like to stick with the 11s with my handy dandy fan. So this is my soft glam look. I do need to fix my hair a little bit. So sometimes I will tie it back down, but today I will leave it because I'm going to shoot content. All right, I'm gonna go change and record my content for the day. Maybe I'll do a little bit of behind the scenes to show you what it's looking like, but if not, you'll see the content.
Coming up next on my channel, spend a few days with me taking content, making some Haitian food, and some interesting stories I have to share with you guys. So be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you there.